After the tragic death of his beloved wife Elise, billionaire Alexander Blackwood retreats into a life of grief and isolation, struggling to raise his two young children, Emily and Noah. His once lively mansion has grown cold and silent until the arrival of Sophie Lane, a warm-hearted nanny with a quiet strength and a past touched by loss. Sophie brings life back into the home, gently helping the children heal, and in the process, thawing Alexander's broken heart. As days turn into months, an undeniable connection forms between them, built on shared pain, deep care, and growing affection. Despite their efforts to maintain boundaries, a moment of vulnerability leads to a heartfelt confession and the start of a love neither of them expected. Through patience, trust, and the blessing of the children, they build a new beginning together. Whispers of Her is a tender romance about second chances, the slow mending of hearts, and finding love where it's least expected, but most needed. This is a story you will want to sit back and enjoy. Before we start, I would like you to subscribe, like, and comment on this video from where you are watching from. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories. Let us begin. Ever since Elise died in that tragic accident 2 years ago, Alexander Blackwood had lived in a house made of glass and shadows. The mansion overlooking the ocean in Montauk was beautiful, pristine, perfect, but hollow. His two children, Emily, 6, and Noah, 4, were the only light in his life. But even their laughter had grown rare. Alexander, once known for building billion-dollar tech ventures, had withdrawn from the world. His stubble replaced his perfectly trimmed beard. His tailored suits were traded for sweaters and silence. The latest in a line of short-lived nannies quit on a Tuesday. The children had grown difficult. No wonder. Alexander wasn't the man he used to be. Then came Sophie Lane. Sophie wasn't what Alexander expected. She wasn't polished or prim. She arrived wearing jeans, a sunflower pin in her braid, and a dimpled smile that made even Emily glance up from her coloring book. She'd worked with children before, especially those who had known loss. Her own mother died when she was 9. That grief had taught her a language most people didn't speak. In the first week, she got Noah to sleep through the night. By the second, Emily was painting again, and Alexander noticed. The first time he laughed in front of her, it startled them both. She was dancing in the kitchen with a pancake on her head to get Noah to eat. He walked in, coffee in hand, and for the first time in 2 years, his chest cracked open. It was never supposed to happen. He was her boss, still grieving, still broken. She was younger, soft-spoken, but fierce in her way. She kept boundaries, called him Mr. Blackwood, even when they shared quiet moments by the fireplace while the kids slept. But it changed the night of the storm. The power went out. Sophie lit candles. Emily had a fever. Sophie stayed by her side all night, cool cloth to her forehead, arms wrapped around her like a mother would. At dawn, Alexander saw them curled up together. Something in him shifted. He saw not just a nanny. He saw home. Spring came, the garden bloomed again. The kids ran barefoot in the grass. And Alexander, he came back to life. One night, after reading Goodnight Moon, Alexander found Sophie on the porch, wrapped in a shawl. The ocean whispered below. "I never thanked you," he said. "You don't have to," she replied softly. But he did. He thanked her for loving his children, for bringing music back into the house, for laughing, for staying. His hand brushed hers. She didn't pull away. "I shouldn't feel this," he whispered. "But I do." Sophie's eyes shimmered in the moonlight. "I feel it too." They kissed, and it felt like the first breath after drowning. They took it slow, for the children, for Elise's memory, for themselves. There were hard days. Guilt crept in. Fear lingered. But love was louder. One day, Emily handed Sophie a crayon drawing. It was a house with 4 people. "You're part of our family now," she said. That night, Alexander proposed, not with grandeur, but in the garden, under fairy lights, while the kids giggled inside. "I lost my heart once," he said, "but you helped me find it again. Sophie Lane, will you build the rest of our life with me?" Tears in her eyes, she whispered, "Yes." Epilogue. They married a year later in the backyard, barefoot with flower petals. The ocean breeze carried laughter instead of sorrow. Sophie became not just the children's guardian, but their mother in all the ways that mattered. And Alexander? He learned that second chances don't erase the past. They honor it, and love, when it's real, doesn't replace, it restores. Wait, ensure to subscribe, like, and comment on this story. Thank you.